Guys, we are back with Juggy. We are doing day 2 right now of working on transitional with him and getting him conditioned to wearing it. So, come here, Jug. Okay. As you can see, he's already familiar with what pressure and release means on a slip lead. So this is just applying the pressure to the pressure points in his muzzle as well as the ones in his skull. So it's, it kind of clicks right back into place when he feels the pressure now. He's also going into sits as soon as he feels any bit of pressure because he knows that's how pressure goes away. So when you're doing conditioning with this, it's super important that he has zero pressure on this. Our whole goal in conditioning is just getting him to move without feeling any pressure and just getting used to wearing it on his face. We don't want to apply any pressure just yet. I am only because I'm really, I do this all the time, so I'm used to, how to do that properly. But okay, Jackie, good boy. So like right there. Okay, come on, buddy. Yay. Come on, buddy. Go boy. So right there, most people would initially, just instinctively would want to pull him. So you see how he stopped moving a little bit slower and that little bit of pressure turned on? He is feeling like any little tiny force of pressure on this. So you're going to use your words and encourage him to just move right now. Jughead. Come on, Chuck. Hey, buddy. Yes, good boy. Good job. That's my buddy. There we go. I'm going to kind of pick up my pace a little. Just kind of get him excited. We're not doing any pressure on this. We're just getting him to move. He's doing much better. Good boy. He's slowed down. I don't want him to apply pressure to himself by accident. So, good boy, Jugs. So I'm just encouraging him. Good job, buddy. This is all we want to see right now. So right there, see, he applied pressure to himself and then he tried to paw at it. He paws at it because there's too much force. If you do any kind of pulling him on this, he is going to try and paw at this. Your goal is to never let him get this off of his face. You don't want him to ever learn that if he paws at it long enough and hard enough, he'll eventually get it off. So far, he has been unsuccessful to get it off at all, which is great. If he does try and paw at it, you're going to do light pressure, and you're just going to tell him off, and you're going to give him something else to think about. Hey, buddy, it's a good boy. Giving him some pets and everything. But he's doing much better with this, so you just want to keep doing this, getting him to understand that wearing this on his face is not a negative thing, that pressure turns on a lot less if you do it this way, and if you learn how to really hold your leash very loosely. So right now, what most people would want to do is be like, come on, buddy, and pull him. You can't do that. You have to make sure you're going, Jughead, pat my legs, hey, buddy, wiggling my fingers. That's my good boy. So I got him to move with me. I didn't get him to move because of the leash, right? The leash should be like it's invisible right now. And so in reality, you could drop this leash and that's how much pressure I want you to use. But the only reason we're not going to do that is because if he stops to paw at it, he'll be able to get it off right away. Come on, buddy. Keep going. Right, so right there, I gave him just a little bit of a boop. That's as much pressure as you want to give on the transitional. Come on, buddy. Come on. There you go. Just a pop to say pay attention. As soon as he starts moving, lots of encouragement telling him he's doing a good job. That's what I want, blah, blah, blah. All right, so this is perfect. Come on, boo-boo. Yay. We'll kind of pick up the pace a little. He's only really pawed at it a few times. So right there, as soon as he gets ahead, you want to try and remember I put my arm out and I'm not going to close my fist on it. I'm holding it with just my tips of my fingers so that if he puts pressure, I can do that quick little pop and not a pull. So especially with him putting on the brakes and everything and wanting to sniff things like that, like I said in the last video, healing is not a time to be sniffing or using the bathroom or playing with friends. It is strictly a time to be walking and working with his handler. So if you want to let him have more freedom, like I said, put him on a long line. put him on a long line or something like that so that he can have some freedom. And then when you take it off, you want to just make sure, you slide it off nicely, and I make it a nice calming thing, because the whole idea behind transitional is calm state of mind. So when we take it off, we want to continue that calm state of mind. The whole thing is about being calm. Okay, buddy. So even with that, you're really going to help kind of learn how to be loose with your leash. So you can see how reactive now or responsive he is now to just wearing the slip lead, because I've got to kind of I've got him in this working mode now. Come on, Jug Jug. There you go, Bubba's. Right, so even without the transitional on, he's still walking, just a little slightly behind me and everything. We have a nice loose leash, but every time he tries to take the lead, I just give him that little bit of a pop to basically say no. So if you're walking and he stops to sniff something, you want to give him that pop before you keep moving and then go whoa, and get pulled because he's sniffing something. Like I said, again, the long line is going to help with that too. So if you want to give him some freedom to kind of roam around and do his sniffing, you'll kind of notice in your peripheral that he's not there anymore, and you won't kind of get so tripped up on the leash when he pulls, or when he stops to sniff something. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions about this. I know conditioning is a little bit of a process, but if you do it correctly, it is such a great tool. You're going to see a big difference in the way he walks if you use it correctly.